All right, let's look at the homework 6.3, problem number 1. All right, so we want to approximate this given definite integral using trapezoid rule and the Simpson's rule. All right, so let's do that. All right, first thing I would do is we need to find the delta x value. All right, so remember that delta x is simply b minus a, which it tells you the length of the interval divided by n. So in this case, b is 3 right here, minus a is the lower limit, over n is 4. So this is 2 over 4. Can I just write it 1/2? All right, so this is 1/2. All right, so we want to split the interval from 1 to 3. So it's going from 1 to 3 into 4 sections. So split that in half and then split that in half. All right. And so this is going to be 1.5 because delta is 1/2 or 0.5. 2, and you have a 2.5 right there. All right. Then I'm going to use the first one is a trapezoid rule. All right. So I'm going to open up a GeoGebra. All right. So I'm going to define function f of x is equal to 4 minus x squared. All right. So we got that. Hit enter. All right. Then what we need to do is we need to compute. So delta x is maybe I should do. All right. So we need to have 1/2, right? And then multiply by f of. All right. First number is what was it? It starts from 1, right? Plus 2 times f of 1.5. That's the next number. Plus 2 times f of 2. Plus 2 times f of 2.5, and last one is just f of 3, right? And so 1/2, and then times delta x, which is 1/2. Maybe I'll just do this 1/2. Right, so this 1/2 is a part of the trapezoid rule, and this 1/2 is just from delta x. Right, so if you hit enter, all right, so we got that, and we can just simply, let's see, we can rounding to 4 decimal places, and if you right click and object property, and since it gives you the fraction, instead you go to algebra, uncheck the symbolic, right? So then this will give you the decimal value, right? This came out to be negative 0.75, right? So let's type it in, right? Negative 0.7500. I think they're looking for 4 decimal places, right? So let's check the answer. All right, I came back, and looks like we got this one correctly. All right, let's look at the Simpson's rule. All right, so Simpson's rule. All right, so we have, to do that, Simpson's rule has a 1/3 in front, right? So we have 1/3. All right, then we're going to do f of 1, and then you have a 4 times f of 1.5 plus 2 times f of 2 plus 4 times f of 2.5 and plus f of 3. All right, so I put all those values here, and then multiply by delta x is still the same, so 1/2. All right, let's and hit enter. All right, So it came out to be that. And again, I'm going to right click on this and go to object property, and then you just uncheck that. All right, so it came out to be negative 0.6667. All right, so let's type it in. All right, negative 0.6667. All right, let's check the answer. All right, it came back, and looks like we got this one correctly again. All right, then we just need to find the exact value. All right, so we can do this by hand, but I'm going to use GeoGebra here. So open up a GeoGebra. So we can simply integrate, right? Or integral, maybe I should say. So I'll choose the third one here. All right, function is f, we already know, and it goes from 1 to 3, and hit enter. All right, so you can see that we got negative 0.6667. All right, so let's type it in. All right, we have a negative 0.6667. All right, let's check the answer. Oops, shoot. All right, it came back and looks like we got all three of them correctly. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.